Hi everybody, Kim from Oz here, and welcome to my video. Now today I'm going to be talking about changing over from the 2014 setup to the 2015. So I'll just introduce, if you haven't watched my videos, what I use is a pocket size Malden in ochre, which is here, and I've been using this for nearly 2/3 of 2014, and I've decided to keep going with this pocket size. Strangely enough, moving in from an A5 to a pocket seemed like an impossible task, but it's actually working very, very well for me. So what I'm going to do in this video is just basically show you what I'm going to do to transfer my things over to my new setup. So we'll just have a quick look inside the Malden. So let's move these aside for a second. And what I've got is just a normal, some inserts. Now I've decided when I was looking at what I needed for the 2015, what is staying and what is going. So I've got lots of plastic inserts that I insert things in, a calendar. And then if you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that I do most of my daily planning in a Moleskine calendar, week on one page and a note page lines on the other side. And so it's a week on 2 pages, although the diary calendar section is on this side and then the list is on that side. If you've also been watching my videos, you'll notice that it was the one I started with was a 2014-2015 diary, and I didn't really need the 2015, so I actually removed it and cut it at the back. And if you can have a look down here, you can actually see it is still quite, with the whole year use that I've, well, 6 months really, it's actually quite thick. So if I had 2015 in it, it would be, that thick. So it was a bit too thick for the pocket, so I cut it in half, and it worked really well because I didn't want to be carrying a whole year's worth of pages for 6 months. But what I did find was cutting it did actually loosen the pages quite a bit, and wasn't too happy with that. So I actually bought just a plain 2015 Moleskine diary, same setup, but you can see it's actually a bit thinner. So the 18-month one was about that thick, and I didn't really want to get another 18 months, so I've just got a whole 2015 version. And it was a bit expensive to do, but I really wanted to just see if the Moleskine planner was what I needed to use. And so testing it out, yes it was, and so I've decided just to go with just a 1 year for the coming year. Just got lists there, and I won't go through how I use it, but I just wanted to just highlight a couple of things with the Moleskine, and a couple of things that I'm really okay with, but some things that I'm not too keen on. And the front part of the Moleskine has about that much of timetables and conversion tables and phone numbers and time zones, and there's a 2016 diary over 2 pages, and then 2015 diary. And I find a lot of this is still very wasted, but it's not too thick, so I'm going to keep it. But if I designed one of these myself, I'd probably not include a lot of these things, just because of me. At the back, so where I'm up to this week. So this is the last week, and I've been debating, I've been itching to try and transfer everything over into the 2015 diary, but I've just held back until Sunday the 28th of December, because the next week, which is this is the last page of the 14-15 diary, has the last few days of December and then the January 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th there. So this also is in the new diary. So I decided that on the Sunday I'm going to start afresh and leave it to the end. And I've been looking at it daily for the last 2 weeks thinking, oh, I should do it now, but I'm glad that I'm actually changing it over today, which is the December 28th. So what I've got here is, this is a typical week. As I have said in previous diaries videos, I sketch a little bit just to when I'm board. I've got some decorative washi tape here, trying to go through the brown post-it notes which work for me, and just bullet journaling on this side, and then my schedule on this side. Just a very quick flick through, you can see I've got a page turner here, and that's basically the layout. So my to-do lists and reminders, and then my schedule diary, and a few little reminder to-do lists on this side as well. So that's my setup. At the end, what I have been doing is going through, and I'm going to add a few more extra things to it. I've got an expense page which I found a grid book, and I just cut it down and rounded the corners off because the Moleskine corners are rounded, which I quite like. So I actually got a corner cutter and rounded those corners off as well. So that's when I pay large bills, I put that in there, and I've just got a paperclip holding that. I've got a thing called a master list, which what I've done is, and it's still in progress, but I'm going through every week and I'm just checking that I haven't missed anything, and then I'm just going to add bits and pieces that I didn't get to, or I might have to redo again. So if something was not done or completed throughout the last 6 months, then I will then turn it and place it down here, and it's getting quite lengthy, and it'll probably go to 3 or 4 pages, and that way while I'm on a holiday break I can actually go through and try and schedule these and plan these out a bit better. So that's my master list, and I really encourage you to do that too, because it sort of closes the year off and starts the year off, and you've got, if you haven't got to everything, that's okay, as long as you can note it down, collate it, and bring it forward to the next year. At the end, I've just got a couple of notes which I have, and these are loose papers which I've just put in the back, and that again, that's off just an ordinary lined Moleskine notebook which I just tore out a few pages, and just write some dates to carry over into the next date. That's just a piece of cardboard with a secretarial flap there that I just put there to strengthen the diary at this point. Again, I'm a list person, so the small lists, lots of notes. I just take notes. I just do lots of different things. When I do finish, though, I do tend to just take these loose papers out. And one of the reasons I haven't gone to the Midori type notebooks is I still want to cull some pages, and I like loose paper in case I want to leave a note somewhere. Instead of tearing it out, this is easy to go to. I've tried looking at Midori. I do like them, but I think just the ring binder works for me, and that's what I'm into now. What is actually working, and not trying to make things work, but find out if they work, and if they don't use it. Go to what really does make my day easier. So another little, I had a shirt box, which very thick plastic. It's quite firm, and use that as a bookmarker. I don't like I like clear page turners that I can see through, rather than having something distracting. Although, as I'm saying that, I've also got a post-it note there which I'll actually take out because I don't like it there. More lists, and then the second part of my setup is a pocket size Midori notebook with just plain lines. And what I do is daily I just write out some notes of things that I've done during the day, so I can then transfer those over. So and I'll just bookmark them with these, and I'll just have a look. I'm not sure where I got these from, but they're just little nice sort of steampunky looking sort of paper clips, and I'm not into a lot of embellishments, but I do like these ones. So this part here, which is sort of a removable little notebook, and it's not too thick as well, and I use this as my just notes of things that I've done. Sometimes I refer back to the diary working day entries there, but usually I can remember, and at the end of every day I just sort of make a summary and then I can transfer this. This is like a little record there, so I keep this. It's like a mini journal. It's just very, very brief summary. So and this seems to work with about 3 entries per page, and these little stickers I've got at Typo. Let's hold it up so you can see. So these are the stickers I put on, and then today's date. So I haven't actually done entries for the last couple of days, but I will do it. So I'll continue that because that seemed to work for me as well. And as you can see, I've only got a couple of pages left, and then just a couple more plastic pockets which I found, and that's it. And also just my Coletto pen. I've actually just got 2 black, a red and a pencil, which the colours that seem to be the only ones I need. So and that's it. So I'll just put that in. So how am I going to transfer over? Well, I'm going to keep the paper clips and the bookmarks, and I'll just show you these bookmarks if I can. There we go. These are metal, and with the typeface, and again they're sort of the Victoriana look about them. Let's pull that out so you can have a look. And I received that from a wonderful Filofax friend about a year ago, and just as a little present, so thank you. And I'll keep my charm, which I have talked about, and so on. So what I've done is I've just gone and I bought the new Moleskines. Now, they don't come with the holes punched in, but I measured them up properly, took them to Officeworks, which is the Australian version of Office Max, or Staples, I guess, and got them to punch the holes in, and they fit well. And I'm basically just going to put this and remove the others as well. Now, I'm in 2 minds about this elastic. I don't think I need it, but what I'm going to do is leave it for the moment just to see if I do need it. And as you can see, what I've done too, if I can get focused again, let's have a look. Try focus, focus, focus. There we go. Is I've actually almost reproduced the last page. Now, if you can have a look there, that's next week. And then this is the new Moleskine. And I don't know why I did it. It was just a bit of a continuity. The washi tape's a bit different, but I guess it's basically, it rolls over quite seamlessly. So that's what I'll be starting with in the new 2015 planner. And yeah, I just decided that that's what I wanted the look to do. So I've actually set it up very, very similar and so on. So I'll just move the diary out of the way. Now, the planner is, as I said, very thin, and what I did do was it comes with these cloth bookmarks, this ribbon, and I unfortunately forgot to take it out. So when they put the holes in, so when it was down there, it was wedged right in the seam, and of course when the holes went through, it actually cut through the ribbon in 6 places. So no more ribbon. I think I would have used it as a bookmark, but maybe next year. Still again toying with it to use this as a bookmark or not. So maybe you can tell me what you think as well. And then again, this is just the ordinary notebook ready to go, which would be my daily list of what I've done and accomplished during the day. What I've decided to do as well is go through, and I've been using coloured highlighters, and you can see there, and these are from Daiso, and occasionally coloured, and these are from my previous planners. But what I find is I really do like the browns, the blacks, and the earthy recycled look. So what I'm going to do is cut down these small stickies, because I don't quite like having the word on the front. It takes up a bit of room there. So I'm just going to try to cut them down, and if my video is going to behave. So what I've got here is a cut down version of this, and try and use that for post-it notes. I do use highlighters, and if you look back here, let's go back a few pages, you'll see, although I do take them out, so maybe I don't have any. Oh, there's one there. Okay. and you can see I've got one there, and I use that, and then once I've done the job that I've highlighted, then I take them off. So, and as you can see here, there's a sticky note that I use there, but the pink just, I think, takes away from the overall look that I want. So I'm going to go with the brown. Now they're a bit hard to find, and I do like the mini ones, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So basically everything will just be taken over. Now the only change that's made, okay, so a little bit of video problem, sorry about that, so I'll just keep going. The only major change I'm going to really do is I created this fold out calendar, which I've been using for the last 6 months, and it's got 3 months on one side and 3 months on the other side. And this was mainly there just so I could have a bit more of a look at my months at a glance. And what I found was that I used it for a little while, but it really wasn't needed. I've got lots of birthdays, and that's basically all the entries I've got, because with the calendar in this diary here, I basically will write things in straight away, and I don't really miss a lot of appointments if I don't see them ahead of time. I write them down in here. So what I'm going to do is remove this, and this is actually made of some brown card, so it's actually a bit bulky, so that's going to go. I've also got these plastic sleeves which I use to put things in, and it takes up a lot of space, so I'm going to reduce these down to just 3, just more as dashboards than anything. And finally, I'm still toying up whether I need all of these highlighters, because there's a lot to carry, but really I don't use that many. So maybe I'm just going to cut this down into the 4 colors, the green, yellow, pink and orange, and then I can just, that will reduce the bulk as well. Again, it's not that bulky, but it all adds up, and especially when you're in the pocket size, it does add up as well. One other little thought is I love this charm, which I just, it's there, it's part of, I put it on almost the first day I got this pocket Filofax, but I was just wondering whether I could then transfer it down to a hanging down bookmark as well. I don't want to sort of wreck it, because I do like it the way it is, but I was also just trying to repurpose it a little bit. But I do use this page turner, which I've just got washied to the previous week. There's a little bit of washi just there. I just sort of stick it there, and then when I open it up, it flips open to this week. So this works for me as well, so don't know yet. So that might be one of the differences that I'm going to do. And then apart from that, that's what I'm going to do, transfer these 2 across. So that's my setup at the end of 2014, and hopefully there'll be obviously some changes to how I plan my week in the coming year, but I've just have found that this setup does work better for me. It's simple, it's to the point. There's you know, I still have a few little graphics here, and you know, but it just really does help me to just get everything done, and it's very convenient. And probably the big thing, which I've said in previous videos, is that with the Pocket Molden, it's just carryable. It's in my hand, that double pocket there, so I can place sort of sheets and receipts and so on in there is convenient. And I think the size, more than anything, is the thing that is working for me. And then also streamlining and just getting a basics of what I need. I am wondering whether I should continue with the washi, only because it really does thicken the pages at the top, and as you can see, if you can see there, the washi does almost double the page thickness. So I don't know yet, I'll just see. I like it, and I think it does need a little bit of a, you know, it makes the pages interesting, and the black and white theme works really well for me, but you just never know what I'll do. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed looking at a little bit of my setup. I might do a post New Year's video just to see whether anything drastically changed, but anyway, I hope you have a wonderful new year, and in your transfer over, I hope that you've picked up a few little hints and ideas that you can use, and like everyone else in the Filofax world, look forward to an excellent planning and Filofaxy 2015. So this is Kent from Oz saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another Filofax video.